been that bad recently. I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't walked into a GameStop in a long fucking time.
Man, I found me a Julius Novakrolo Funko in one recently.
Really?
Yeah, I was actually really excited about that.
Nice.
Sorry, I went off the.
Have you heard about the GameStop retros that they're doing?
Huh?
GameStop is releasing stores that are retro video game versions of GameStop. So kind of like the small, little retro video game stores that we've been to here in Houston. Mm-hmm. GameStop is like releasing brick and mortar stores that are geared for the retro gaming community.
So basically a GameStop that we grew up in?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay, guys, this is where it starts.
I'm not a fan of that, actually.
Oh,
I don't like that idea.
I'm gonna start a riot.
Yeah, I don't like that because that's going to immediately kill so many of the small businesses that we love going to, where we find all of our little like GameCube, PS2 games, fucking like DS,
all the Pokemon
Game
DS
Boys.
games.
Yeah.
But regardless though,
think about it. If it's all
GameStop,
governed,
GameStop can like charge you cheaper though, just like how
That's
with
why
their
it's
graded
going to run those
cards and
stores
stuff.
out of business.
I mean, that's the sad reality. Walmart has destroyed entire towns and cities from opening. That just is what it is.
Yeah, and it just makes me feel bad because like I didn't mind spending a little more on stuff like that to help the business because they were passionate about the games that they had. They were knowledgeable about the games that they had, and they're as much of fans as we are. They're people who like they work. That's the kind of their living, and they do more interesting things. They do raffles with their community. Like they do giveaways. They do cool videos. Like it's a very small but passionate community that I've come to like see, especially like if you follow any of them on Instagram. And I really just appreciated that they would at least have some of the OG stuff that you won't find at a GameStop. Now, if you go to GameStop, they'll probably have it. Maybe it'll be cheaper, but they don't give a fuck about it because it's a business. Like to them, it's just,
I mean, I've walked into a GameStop recently and the people didn't have any idea what I was talking about Naruto.
Yeah, exactly. Like a lot of the people that work there are just maybe like, younger kids who need a part-time job and they know some stuff, but they're just there because it's a job. Nothing wrong with that, sure, but again, it's just gonna kind of kill those small businesses. Like,
yeah, that's actually a really valid point. Like, what kind of employee is gonna be running these? Okay, let's be honest. GameStops don't pay well. They're not known well for being like.
And they're gonna screw you over when you try to trade in anything old that you have. You think that just because there's a retro GameStop now around the corner, if you go and take all your old PS2 games, that they're gonna give you like good money for it? They're not. They're probably gonna give you less money than one of the other like small stores because those other stores actually know the worth of some of this stuff. Or you can at least barter with them. I've been to a few of them where you kind of have that exchange. It's like, hey, I'm looking to get this, and then they're like, oh, I can only offer you this. And you kind of like me in the middle. You have that conversation. But if you go through a GameStop, it's like a business. They're like, nope, I can only offer you this much. Like, or you get store credit or whatever, you know.
Be honest with me. How are you going to feel when you go into this GameStop, right? And you take in some PS2 game, maybe some like Xbox stuff. And they're just like, PS2? I think my dad had one of these back in the day. Exactly.
I'd burn the store
exactly.
down.
Okay. If you put something,
is that your Valley Girl accent?
I have different ones. Okay, I have different ones. Like, oh yeah, you like that one? I like. Just the other day we were doing Hell of a Boss.
Oh God.
Lunatic Luna.
His Mean Girls.
That you're weirdly good at that. I don't like that you're good at that.
But like if you don't have like at least like a millennial in these like retro GameStops, one, you bring up a game, the employee's not gonna know what the fuck you're talking about. Two, like if we're trying to have a conversation with somebody, they're like, you're gonna get a totally different experience because I'm telling you, nobody my age is gonna want to deal with a fucking kid.
No.
Because I'm just gonna be like, dude, the game I am talking about is older than you. Think about that. Tenkaichi 3, bro, is older than
a lot of the kids working at GameStop.
Yes.
Why are we so old? What happened, dude?
Now, and like, okay. Here's also another little aspect I want to talk about, like with a major, like with GameStop opening up and like closing down small businesses, it takes away that, like, the enjoyment of the hunt.
Oh, the hunt is the best
The
fucking
hunt.
part, dude. That's I fully agree with that. Finding that game at that random fucking store you like happen to go into is the best feeling in the world.
You know it.
Get that adrenaline
Yeah,
rush.
you're gonna lose that completely at GameStop because you're gonna go in and be like, "Hey, I'm looking for this game. Oh, I don't
It's
have
like
it, but I can ship it over from this store. Or I can send it to your house for blah 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 plus shipping."
It's like shooting.
Shut
fish in a
up!
barrel.
If I wanted that, I'd order it on Amazon. I don't want that. I want to find it in person. I want to find that diamond, that's just sitting there that nobody knows about, right?
Fair. Now, I will say, like, GameStop used to have, like, you used to be able to have those moments. Like, yours.
Shut up! Don't bring it up.
What?
The platinum. One time I saw Pokemon Platinum.
No.
in a GameStop.
No, I was gonna bring up the diamond story. Is it diamond? I'm pretty sure it's diamond, isn't it?
Oh yeah, what?
The double GameStop.
Yeah. We went to like multiple GameStops and we found found Pokemon Silver.
Silver. That's what it was.
Oh, Soul Silver?
And it was mint in box and literally just dropped off an hour before we showed up.
No shot. Are you
Yes.
serious?
Bro, guess where at? The closer GameStop. Okay, if they started at the closer
We
GameStop
went to
to
like
your house,
4 different GameStops or something
I
that
know.
day, 2 or 3 different or whatever.
the one right there by your house,
Oh.
they were there.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I think. Did you guys buy the DS there?
Yes, we did.
They
We
bought
did
the
get
DS
we
there.
got the Galaxy DS still like pristine and everything.
And they asked like, "Hey, do you have this?" And they were like, "No," but like I could tell you like what areas do have it. The one right there on fucking 6 and 529.
Ah, yeah. There's
Literally
2 GameStops
yes.
right
Yeah,
there.
Yeah,
Right next
literally, they went from there to there and got it same day.
Nice.
But
I
yeah.
always wonder why there's 2 right next to each other.
No
It's
fucking
less
idea.
than a 2-minute drive.
It's not Starbucks.
I know. And they had Soul Silver?
Yes, but I told you a guy literally just dropped it off an hour before we showed up to the store, and then just happened to like just want quick money. Like,
Gotcha.
they,
It's
but
practically a pawn shop for video games.
yeah,
Yeah, but like you're not gonna get those stories anymore. Like you're not gonna get those at GameStop. Come on, let's.
Yeah. You know what would be smart? Now I'm thinking just on the business side of it. It'd be smart for GameStop, instead of just opening a brand new store, it'd be smart for them to reach out to those like smaller companies that maybe are struggling, right? And offer them to buy their business, right? Because maybe for the right price, they'd be open to it.
you don't know if they're not doing that.
They might be, because then they already have their inventory and everything. All they have to do is just change the entire, or not the entire store, but like change it to match the GameStop
Rebrand it.
branding, right?
Yeah.
To match with all that, or whatever the new branding for the retro stores are, right? But at least like the foundation is set by buying those out. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I'll be completely honest, because I don't know what that like
How-
price tag would be to make it worth for those companies, or if they would even want to sell out and do that, right?
How would you feel if we went to the antique mall, and that cool,
Retro game store.
yeah, that little retro game one? Like if like we went there and they got bought out, and now it's like retro GameStop,
Oh,
but it's literally the exact same shit.
Oh,
But now it's just some complete fucking stranger.
$1 billion
that doesn't-
company. Just
Yeah, and like somebody who doesn't give 2 fucks about us.
I can think of another reason why like I don't think I like the retro GameStop being a thing. It's gonna make retro games even more expensive. Actually, it's not gonna be cheaper.
It's not gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna.
because
make it
it's going to
cheaper.
be so much more available to other people, because it's associated to the GameStop name. Everybody knows what GameStop is. Parents know what that is. So they're easier to find. You go, there's going to be more demand maybe, because it's a new hot thing, and it's all these like, Gen Zers or Gen Alphas or whatever, like finding older games, talking about it, pushing it so much, it's going to draw a lot of attention. A lot of people are going to want it. And when you want to go and get the games that you can find at those retro stores, they're not going to be there. They're going to be at the GameStops, and they're going to be either way too expensive or just unavailable because they're selling out like crazy or whatever, right? It's kind of like when anime merch or, Funkos and shit like that got super mainstream.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember when Funkos were not really that popular? They were just
Yeah,
a
I
few
remember
of
when
them.
they first came out. Yeah.
Yeah, and like when they first came out, you kind of could collect them. I wasn't like into them, but I remember when they were first coming out. It was easier to kind of get Funkos and stuff like that, and there wasn't a market for it. Now there's a market for it. Now the really rare ones are fucking hundreds of dollars,
Thousands.
thousands of dollars even. Same with like some anime merch. When you make it so mainstream that you can find it at a fucking Target or Hobby Lobby or whatever, like just random shit that's anime because it's popular with the kids, it loses that, like, I don't know,
That's
the
why you don't
charm.
like collecting cards, huh?
Yeah. It's not the
So
same.
you want to gatekeep stuff?
No, it's not that I want to gatekeep. I'm saying that it's going to happen. And I'm not a fan of just like it becoming a business and it being like people buying stuff because it's
So you don't
it's
want
popular on TikTok, not because they actually care about it.
Capitalism.
So you don't want things to people jumping on a bandwagon. You want it to be more individual.
I guess so. Like, I want the people that actually go out and support these businesses or buy this stuff do it because they care about that game or they actually know about it or something like that, or maybe to introduce someone new to it, not because someone saw a TikTok about somebody saying, hey, this is going to be worth a lot, you should get it now, blah blah blah, and go to your GameStop
That's
and
what
buy it.
resellers are, and that's what those small businesses are. They're resellers.
It's gonna make it worse for everything.
Oh, yeah, for
like
sure.
fucking actually, wait, I'm so sorry to keep cutting you off. I just keep thinking
Let
of
the
stuff.
man speak.
I'm sorry, last thing and you can talk.
But I got like 2 words.
What?
Our games are gonna be
It's-
worth a lot. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, that's
Okay, I was
maybe
thinking about that earlier.
maybe it's not a bad
But
thing.
it's like the difference between it being like a niche and a fandom.
Yes.
Like the Jackson Daxter games that I've been collecting. I hardly ever actually hear anybody ever talk about them. I mean, within our group, only a handful of us have actually even played it. And so like that feels like a niche. But like the moment that like everybody can get their hands on it and it takes one semi-big content creator to be like, have you guys ever played this game? Oh my God, it's so great. And like everybody's going to remember and go flooding for it. And like
Piece
when
cards.
exactly. That is
But as-
exactly the issue with it. Like that it's the sorry.
No, you're good. But
Wish
like,
you said it.
as a fan, you do want people to know about the game, right?
Yes.
But it's like a weird fine line of like, I want people to know about it, but I don't want it to like
Become a business.
become a business or just like be something that it's not. Like, people buy shit because of like,
Isn't that what an entrepreneur is?
I'm not an entrepreneur.
No. I'm just saying in general, like, you could say like you're just grabbing it because you think it's worth money, but someone might be like, well, I want to create a business off this fan base and make money off of it because it is what it is.
It is, and they're fully entitled to do that. I'm not saying that they shouldn't, but I just like I
You
don't
personally,
like
this
it
is
when
how
it's
you feel.
when with my personal like niches and things that I enjoy.
Oh,
you know,
so, okay.
but that's
so
that
it's
can
about
be with
your
anything.
personal thing. Okay.
At the end of the day, it's my
Fair.
opinion. I mean,
Yeah, that's fair.
like I'm sure more than enough people are gonna hard disagree with everything I've said. I think a lot of people are gonna say I'm gatekeeping, which like it sounds like I am, and I guess I am. But it's not because I don't want to share what I like with other people. It's
You
like
just want people to have good intentions.
yeah, like the
I
intention
get it.
behind
Like
it,
you
I
want
think is
more
what
like
makes
pure
sense.
intentions, not just like money.
Yeah.
You're thinking like if you do start a business, have a little heart and soul to it of like I like this thing, but I
Yeah.
am still gonna make money off of it, but not just like money.
Yeah, exactly. I think GameStop has completely lost its like
Which is
passion for gaming.
Weird, cause their bitch asses were in like about to be bankrupt, and if it wasn't for that huge like stock bullshit,
Oh, yeah.
they would have been fucking shut down forever ago.
Yeah, and I mean, like
that was from
GameStop
us.
started like turning into not GameStop when they started selling Funkos and figures and merch and things like that. Like that was not GameStop back in the
T-shirts and all that
day.
shit.
Bro, do you know what you can get online on GameStop?
What?
I can get graded One Piece cards. Like, and I'm not talking like just run of the mill ones. No, I mean
high
like
big hitters.
I can get me a manga Zoro graded 10.
Yeah. And same with
Is it
Pokemon
any-
cards. You can get those rare
It's
Charizards or
not
whatever.
special anymore.
Like,
It
exactly. It
doesn't
takes
mean
away the
anything.
hunt.
It doesn't mean anything anymore. Like,
But I will say they cut you on market value. So that Zoro probably on GameStop is way cheaper than in the wild.
yeah, probably.
But it's just damn.
But again, it just doesn't feel like the same store anymore. And maybe that is also us like growing up and having
Oh God, we're
different
old.
opinions. Like
We're
we're old. We're gonna see things differently. Like as a kid, I'm sure this kind of shit happened with other stores too, and we just were oblivious to it because we're kids.
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster. But like, I mean, Blockbuster always felt like Blockbuster. It
I
never.
mean, Redbox. I mean, And Netflix
Redbox
used
kind
to
of
be all
killed it though.
physical,
But see,
too.
yeah, Redbox killed Blockbuster.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Netflix killed Blockbuster.
Oh yeah, because remember they used to be physical games and physical DVDs sent to your house.
Yeah. And watch it come full circle and Netflix create like brick and mortar stores where you can go and like.
You know, you can
actually
already
buy.
rent from Netflix though. And,
Yeah, that's how it started.
That's how it started.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
before it
It
was,
was like a
streaming
DVD,
site.
like
And
movie
then you
subscription
rent-
and stuff.
Rent
Yeah.
games then too,
Mhm.
extended games. Yeah.
So what if GameStop does the opposite and they like stop being a store and they end up being more of like a new like. Oh my
E-commerce.
god, what if they like go the e-commerce route and they do a streaming type pivot as a company, but they offer a collection of just games that you
So,
can
like-
download or play for a monthly subscription.
So like Steam and what's the
No, but
one
that's
for,
like buying games versus like you paying a monthly fee to play a certain number
Oh,
of
okay.
games and download them and play them, but like with restrictions or something like that. That way, if you don't want to buy a full game, you get to still try it and play it out or whatever, and you get the option to fully pay for that game,
Uh-huh.
or you can
I
try.
bet money they're gonna do it.
I could
mean,
see
that's
that.
what streaming services are doing. They're going back to cable.
I think it's really interesting just seeing how things change from where we were before to how things are now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's
And
Okay.
again, let us know. Like, I know that a lot of people are going to disagree with me, and that's fine.
We like that. We want your opinion.
But yeah, let me know like why you think differently. Like, let me know what your thoughts are on GameStop doing these whole retro stores, and if you think maybe there is more benefits to it than cons. And I'm curious to know. Like, I'm open to discussion. So yeah, drop it in the comments. And if you don't care, then you can't argue.